Hey, yo, you King Fight News. We're back at it. This is the truth behind Floyd Mayweather and his recent spur into potentially getting into an MMA fight. As you can see, Floyd Mayweather, he's very brand oriented. He makes sure he's the guy being promoted at all times. When he went and fought Conor McGregor in a boxing match, he made sure that Dana White wasn't involved in the promotion. He made sure that. UFC, no, fuck the UFC, they ain't shit. These hoes the fuck out of here. That's Floyd Mayweather in a nutshell. Mayweather, you look at this image, and okay, he's got these MMA gloves with the TMT on it, of course. The background's a cage, says Mayweather promotion. They ain't gonna say no UFC. So, Mayweather's very deliberate in what he puts out. And the interesting part is, as you see earlier, he's speculating that, he's floating this idea out here. 2018, Money Mayweather, MMA fight. What are the odds? What do you think? What do you think about the fight? He's floating it out there. And this is classic Floyd Mayweather. And if you don't know Floyd, he's doing this to elicit a reaction out of fans, casual boxing fans, casual fight fans, UFC fans. He wants to elicit a reaction, engage from whatever information he's getting off his social media, and see how much interest is in a potential mixed martial arts fight, an MMA fight, not a UFC fight. He never said UFC, so don't get it twisted. An MMA fight, and whoever it may be, it is what it is. Floyd Mayweather, man, he's always looking to find that next big fight. As much as he wants to say he's in retirement, I think what really happened with Floyd Mayweather is he ended up facing Conor McGregor in a be careful what you wish for scenario, because it was Conor, UFC, Dana White always having Floyd Mayweather in their mouth. And then Floyd Mayweather finally said, okay, fuck it. You finally have a guy that's my size. So fuck it. You want to fight me? You can fight me in a boxing match, no problem. And social media blew up over it. And they talked enough shit that they pretty much talked themselves into a fucking fight. Like that's basically what happened. And Floyd Mayweather right now, in my opinion, he's trying to recreate a scenario to have a successful event similar to the Conor McGregor situation. Whether it's a rematch in a cage, I don't know. That seems to be the speculation, is they might do a rematch in a cage, and that's probably why Conor McGregor is stalling, right? He's stalling right now in the UFC fight. He want no parts of no Khabib. He want no parts of no Tony Ferguson. He want no hungry UFC fighters. Nah, man. He's looking for Floyd. He's looking for Floyd once again. And you saw his reaction to this whole scenario was, okay, my son, you're doing good. I don't know what that's about, but Floyd Mayweather, one way or the other, I don't know if I don't think he's seriously considering it. I think he's just floating it out there and trying to figure out how much cash he can make off of a situation where he's putting himself in a cage for a fight. And he's gonna call it mixed martial arts. It's gonna be under Mayweather Promotions. And just have one of these blockbuster events. It's sports entertainment with the emphasis on sports. And it's WWE. This is WWE, but it's this non-scripted. It's got a little bit more realism to it. And it's interesting because Floyd Mayweather has tapped into something that it's very interesting the market he's trying to tap into, because he's going beyond boxing into this other world of UFC. He's attracting all these different fans that pretty much hate him. They don't like Floyd Mayweather, but they want to see him fight. They want to see him meet his bitter end, so to speak, and they want to see him lose. And he's got a lot of guys that want, a lot of people, millions upon millions of people that will tune in to see him fight, whether it's a stream, whether it's a fucking pay-per-view. They don't give a shit. They'll tune in. And Floyd Mayweather still has the world captivated by his moves. You know, he can say he's retired all he wants, but the second he announces a comeback date and an opponent, and he says it's in mixed martial arts, people are gonna lose their shit. They will, and he knows that. That's the whole deal, man. He's just floating this idea out there, and you know, I think he's gonna get what I think. You know, it's Showtime. Steven Espinoza. This is the man that got promoted to head of sports, pretty much, at Showtime network. Steven Espinoza, and has worked with Floyd Mayweather. Certainly putting together all of his fights at Showtime. Back, you know, pretty much ever since he signed that Showtime deal. You know, he left HBO, signed a Showtime deal, and it was pretty much him, Steven Espinoza, Richard Schaefer, and Oscar De La Hoya in the background putting fights together. And when Golden Boy left the situation, he ended up just fighting, you know, Al Haymon guys. And now this Conor McGregor thing completely blew up on him. He made millions of dollars, pretty much matched the numbers of the biggest boxing fight in history, which is Manny Pacquiao. And it arguably did better numbers in terms of how many people watched it live on that night, because it was well over 10 million people. It was well over 10 million people watching this shit, which is unheard of. It's unheard of for a pay-per-view event. And yeah, the streaming involved was also the other part of it. So, you know, there's a lot of things to figure out when it comes to pay-per-view, and it's a dying model, but it can still generate millions upon millions of dollars, and that's what Floyd Mayweather is. That's his game. That's his game. He generate millions for fucking an hour of in-ring action. That's what Floyd's trying to do. He's trying to do it again. He's gonna try to do it every year they could possibly fucking do it, and he will milk the situation, because that's what boxing promoters do. That's what they do. You look at Bob Arum. Look at how long he's been with Manny Pacquiao. Look at Oscar De La Hoya, and he's got this young, fresh Canelo Alvarez, and he's making sure that he's putting Canelo in winning situations. You know, and Floyd Mayweather's no different. You know, he doesn't really have. He's the biggest star on his promotional banner right now. You know, much like when Oscar De La Hoya had Golden Boy Promotions, it was him that was fucking. It was him that was the main event. It wasn't any of it. It wasn't no Marco Antonio Barrera. It wasn't no Eric Morales. It was him. So that says a lot. You know, Floyd just better be careful, man. He better be careful. He better have all his bases covered before he tries this shit out. Man. That's all I gotta say. Because you know, whatever he does, he can make this shit happen for sure. And yeah, and that was my point with Steven Espinoza. He was recently quoted as saying, you know, Floyd Mayweather, if he's got a will to make something happen, he ends up making it happen one way or the other. So it just ends up coming to fruition, so to speak. And you know, Steven Espinoza, he's supposed to have a meeting with Floyd just to discuss potential MMA fight. I don't know how serious it is. He could be trying to talk him out of it fighting MMA for all I know. For all I know, he could just like, yo, Floyd, don't bother, man. Don't bother, man. Stay out of this one. Yo, you got your win. You know, I have a feeling he might try and talk him out of it. But Floyd Mayweather, he's stuck on an idea. He's the kind of guy that won't let it go until it's all said and done. So anyways, E-King Fight News, smash the like button. That's my take on this whole Floyd Mayweather MMA situation. You know, he wants to get into MMA, maybe not, no opponents, you know, no information. He's just throwing shit out there. And he wants to see what the reaction is. E-King Fight News. Y'all know what